to the Vibe with Don Vito show. I'm your host, Don Vito. We got another big interview tonight, exclusive interview. He goes by the name of Ace, Harlem legend. He was the right-hand man of Fritz. You know, Fritz is the dude that supplied all of Harlem. He put a lot of dudes on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna mention the names. I'm gonna let him talk about it. So it's his first interview. This is part 2 right now. His first interview was so dynamic that people kept requesting, you got to bring Ace back because they want to hear some more about the original Harlem back in the days when dudes was getting a lot of paper. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is like more loyal than dudes are now. And you know what I'm saying? He just wanted to bring the essence back to the real Harlem, and he's the one to talk about it. So I had to bring him back on the show. J Square, what's up? I see you tuning in early. Appreciate you as always. You know, like I said, Ace is coming back on the show, part 2. It's a show you definitely don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to just be a little patient. He'll be on in a few minutes and check him out. This is a big interview, like I said, big interview with Ace from Harlem, Fritz right-hand man, part 2. We don't do a part 2 unless part 1 was rocking like that. So just want y'all to stay tuned and check him out. Other than that, I want to know, see how y'all doing today. How's everybody doing with, how's everybody holding up with the COVID-19 situation? With all the different drama and the different news, and they pulling it this way, they pulling us that way. We don't know how to think right now. But take it from me, this is going to be around for a long time. So get used to wearing masks. I don't know about the gloves that much, but make sure you wash your hands. And, watch who you're around, keep your social distance going and just live, Don't be nervous and all that, you got to live, say your prayers, talk to God on a regular, and he going to hold you down. Trust me, that's how it's going to work. You pray to God, believe what you pray, and he going to hold you down. Other than that, it is what it is. But like I said, Ace is about to come on. I see him pulling up right now. This should be a nice interview like the first one was. He got a lot to talk about, and my man Ace is pulling up. So I want y'all to check him out. Get it. What up, Ace? How you, bro? My man Ace calling from the Caribbean island. That's what I'm talking about, international interview. What up, Ace?
Yo, what's good, homie?
I'm over there checking you out, Ace.
Yeah, let me turn this volume. I can hear you.
How we feeling? How we doing? You hear me?
I'm good, man. I just got back home. I went to the gym and stuff. Started working back out. Get back into the mix.
Yeah. You gotta keep the muscle game up, champ.
Yeah. Also, it helps keep the mind right too, as well.
Exactly. Keep the mind right. Keep your immune system together, because
and
that stuff that's going around has a lot to do with your immune system. And exercise is very important.
that's a fact. The doctor gave me the okay that I could get back into the gym, so I started going back this week.
Right. That's cool.
Other than that, I'm good, man.
How's life out there in the Caribbean, man?
Yeah. Again, thank you for inviting me back to the show. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Yeah,
but we doing good right now down here. They lifted all the curfews. Everything's almost back to normal. They're letting people socialize up to 500 people now, so it's a good thing.
Wow, 500.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no cases. They haven't had no cases in over 30-something days now.
Wow. I need to come
out there. Yeah, the airport opened back up on the 12th. So,
Yeah.
That's a lot better. Only thing they're asking people to do is continue to wear the mask and, keep that little social distance,
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's good.
But at least you can feel life again with 500 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine. They already had a boat ride already. You hear me?
Word.
Yeah, with just 50 people.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, they might have to come out there, champ.
You might as well. It's all good. They're also giving people a passport, a visa that they can come down and stay here if they want to work. Like somebody working in the United States and they don't want to be over dealing with the situation how it is. They can come on down here and chill for 6 months, whatever. They're giving them passports for that. Yeah.
Wow, that's big. That's big.
You come down here and do your job. Exactly.
So where you
then
at?
You can go back and come back.
Barbados?
Huh?
Where you at?
Yeah, Barbados.
Barbados. Okay, okay.
Yeah, they call it Ben Shah.
Ben Shah.
Yeah.
What's the name from there, right? What's the name, the singer?
Yeah, Rihanna.
Yeah, Rihanna.
They got a whole strip name after her too as well.
Hey, they better all that money she putting out there. They better do something.
She ain't putting that in my pocket.
we gonna have to talk to her about that, champ.
Yeah, man.
She don't know who we speak, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hey, but listen, though. So a lot of people really liked your first interview, so we had to bring you back. So can you tell everybody, what's your name and give me a little recap of the first interview, then we're gonna take it from there.
All right. My real name is Adrian Small, but everybody called me Ace,
Mm-hmm.
And first recap, he was basically talking about Fritz, what he was into, as far as my relationship to him as well. As far as him being, the type of individuals like he was controlling Harlem on a good aspect, not just on some chilling stuff, but just basically trying to get money. And he really wasn't involved with all that negativity like how it was with other major players was, you know what I mean?
Right.
His thing was basically trying to help people to make it in life, even though they was, have a job, but they still struggling. He was always trying to be like the black Santa Claus, looking out for everybody. That was his main thing, you know what I mean? That's what it was about with him. It wasn't about the money, you know what I mean? It was about him seeing his people uplifting and, feeling good about themselves, helping them to get a start in life,
Yeah.
It's about,
So how did you and go ahead, finish, go ahead.
Now ask the question.
How did you and Fritz, how did y'all first meet, man, as young fellas?
Oh, me and Fritz met through Chuck, rest in peace, Chuck. Chuck was the intricate piece in my relationship with Fritz because, without him, me and Fritz would have never had got together to the level that we was at. Because, once Chuck told me to go speak to Fritz as far as trying to conduct some business, that's where it went. We started doing business. It took me about a month in order for me to get something out of him because he told me I didn't look like no drug dealer. I looked like some schoolboy. So he felt the kind of way of, having me involved in that type of lifestyle that he was putting me in harm's way. Right. And I told him, yo, listen, man, I'm not that type of individual. I'm a smart dude. I just ain't running the street reckless. I listen. And right. I told him, I'm quite sure, if I wasn't that type of individual, Chuck would have never sent me to you. He said, I know. And then eventually he ended up, trusting me, and we started doing business together.
Yeah. So these dudes right now, they think they get money, but we be laughing at these dudes like the game is over, man. But tell them how y'all was doing back in the days, man. The real money, man. The real ballers, man.
The real ballers, as far as getting money, you pulling in 200-some thousand a day, 150,000 a day, that's money.
Right.
But the real players that's about the money, they was saving their money. The other dudes that want to flamboyant and want to buy the cars and look pretty for the girls, they had a little money, but money wasn't adding up. It was short money in their real pockets. Most of their money was more into materialistic things. That's the difference between me and Fritz. We was just basically saving money for certain purposes in life,
Right.
It wasn't about enjoying it at that moment. It was enjoying it later on in life with your family and your kids and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. It's about getting money and getting out the streets. Nowadays, it's totally different. These dudes are just hustling for the mall. Most of them is just smoking up their profit by going buying weed every time they make a few dollars. They're just making sneaker money. They not using their money productively. They wasting it. That's why they still out. That's why they still out in the streets every day. I was hustling 788. I was hustling for three and a half years, and I was done. You got dudes out there for 15, 20 years and still on the corner and ain't doing nothing.
It's crazy.
Come on. What type of game plan you having?
It's
you know
crazy,
what I mean?
Man. Yeah, absolutely. So
money.
A lot of people known Fritz for like supplying a lot of the dudes that people brag about or they idolize in Harlem. Like I'm gonna just use one name, like Rich Porter.
Yeah, he was hitting Rich Porter. He was hitting Rich Porter. He was hitting Alan Lord. You name it. He hitting what's the name? What's the name from 16th Street in Manhattan Avenue? He was hitting them. He was hitting Butchie. He was hitting Miguel. You know what I mean? All the major big ball players he was hitting. You know what I mean? He was hitting me. You know what I mean? K-Dub. You know what I mean? Hen Dog, Big Dab. You know, you name it. He was hitting them. You know what I mean? All the way down to the lower link of people who was hustling. The money was coming through some kind of way through Fritz. The drugs was coming from Fritz some kind of way.
Right.
So in reality, even the underlings was making money. You know, they was making good money because he was able to give it to individual at a price that the major players could make money and the underling could make money. You know what I mean? When the Dominicans, like in 1990, when we stepped off based on dealing with that situation with the kidnapping, and the Dominicans took it up to 40,000, people was going crazy. What? 40,000? No, that's too much. But once we hit back the streets, we brought the prices down to 23. So you know, everybody's coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody's coming. Everybody was happy. Everybody was making money, man. It wasn't. You know, you had the certain individuals that was into the little killing, but the majority of Harlem was about money. Right. Even the Brooklyn dudes was hating Manhattan, Harlem because they was about money. It wasn't about that nonsense. You know what I mean? That's exactly. That's how it is. Huh?
What was your role? What was your role with Fritz?
My role with Fritz was I pick up drugs. You know what I mean? I drop off money. Anytime the situation, if his money tied up, I use my money, you know what I mean, to make deals for him. That, you know, that was my major place, my position, you know, taking care of what he wasn't able to take care of, as well as helping him out, taking care of his business, as well as I'm doing my business. That's how it is. That's what I was. You know, like I made deals. Like, let me give you an example, right? The clown nigga K-Dub, right? We used to do things in the Bahamas, right? So I made deals for him in the Bahamas and ended up getting beat. But in the process, one time K-Dub sent a motherfucker down there for 4 things. When we bringing back 50 and 75 and messed up the whole connect. What type of stuff is that? What kind of stuff is that? That's showing you on some real grimy snake shit. That's you know, you supposed to chill and wait until things get better and then do your thing. But you go behind his back and try to make a move. Like today, you know, you got snakes, but snakes don't make that noise no more, but they quiet now. Right. You got them quiet snakes now. So, you know, you got to be careful, man. Exactly. It ain't like it was no more, man. It's no loyalty, honor, and respect amounts dudes no more in the streets, man. It's all gone, you know. Somebody was asking me a question. I seen a message somebody put up about what I meant about if Rich Porter had listened. Well, this is what I mean if he'd have listened. Fritz kept telling him to stay off the streets. He understand, you know, they got your brother, but if you stay off the streets, people going to start talking because they think you're scared and you hiding. So when they start talking, you'll start to find out what's going on. But he's never stayed off the street, man. If he stayed off the street, he'd have been able to get more information when it came out. But he didn't stay off the streets, man. And that's what caused him to fight. Same situation happened with Fritz and us. When they was trying to get him, we fall back. We got off the streets. That's why the prices went up to 40,000 in 1990, 40, 41, because we stepped off. Once we stepped off, we started hearing all the players. People start talking. So we knew what time it is or who is who. So now we could come back and deal with what we need to deal with. That's how he was supposed to move, but he didn't move that way, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, God bless his soul, man. If he'd have just listened, man. I understand that his brother was missing, but Fritz was going to be there. I'd have been there to help him in any way possible. You know what I mean? Yeah. We wasn't going to leave him out there for dead. You know what I mean? Just like when we stepped off, Fritz told certain individuals, listen, step off. If you stay out here and you continue trying to do business while we going, you're on your own. I'm telling you to step off. You know, you got some individual wasn't really listening, but they were still concerned about that paper. But if somebody end up grabbing them and try to get the Fritz, you're on your own because you've been forewarned. You understand? Just like me, I was forewarned. So me and him step off. Only time I was coming back to the city is dealing with my case I had in court, and then I'm out, in and out. You know what I mean? And we found out everything, man. We started finding out all the players and all that, man. You know? Wow. So that's what you need to do, man. But, you know, it's different now. The mindset of people is totally different, you know? The hustling game is different. There ain't no trust, there ain't no loyalty. You might got a few individuals that's in position to do things, but they scared to put it in a dude's hand because they think somebody gonna beat them. So you basically sitting on them.
Or somebody gonna tell on them.
Or somebody gonna tell on them. You know, if you got a few individuals that you dealing with that's trustworthy, then you stick with them. You know what I mean? You stick with them. You give it to them. Let them do their thing because they got certain individuals that they feel they could trust to that percentage of 100, 1,000% that they could deal with. Instead of just sitting on it. Sitting on it don't mean nothing. You ain't getting no money. It's a waste of time. You're supposed to get it and get rid of it. That's the game. You know? But it's different now, man. You know?
So, you know, you did some time in prison, and let's talk about, we're going to get on it shortly, because if they want to hear about it, I want them to go to your first interview, but tell them what led up to you having to go to prison.
Well, one day I heard that the police was looking for me and wanted to talk to me. So me and Fritz was talking about, like, I don't know what they want to talk to me about. It can't be for nothing that I did, because, you know, anything I do, I'm real Cognito low on how I move. So I went to see what they wanted to talk to me about, and they framed me and gave me a murder case. So the whole concept of it was to get me off the streets. They tried to put other murder cases on me, but none of them could stick. So what they end up doing is getting a crackhead off of Park Avenue, a prostitute, to say that I committed a murder.
Wow.
So I'm like, this can't be real. I say, she don't even know me. So when I go to court, in order for her to say that she knew me, she said she was buying drugs for me hand in hand. Hand in hand? You kidding me? But y'all got down in my court papers that I'm a major drug dealer, a big figure in New York City, so I couldn't get no bail. Come on.
Right.
So now I try you putting me on this low level of I'm selling hand in hand. It didn't add up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though the juries, my alternate juries didn't believe that they have found me guilty, because, you know, the lawyer asked them what was their decision. They said not guilty. But they had this one guy that was holding out of saying not guilty, but he let them pressure him to change his verdict. And that was stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they judged me just because I had two lawyers. I have Mal Sachs and Urban Levine, two top lawyers. You know what I mean? And you know, like, yo, how can he afford pay for two private attorneys, two high-class private attorneys? He a black man, and you know. And also they try to, even though the judge stated to the DA not to mention nothing about no drugs in this murder case, they still did it anyway to show like it was some type of drug-related murder case, even though they was ordered not to do it. So I put in motion for a mistrial because now you tainted the jury. It's like the jury's hear somebody knocking on the door. They can't disregard it because they already heard it.
Right.
The same way when they heard about me involvement with some drugs, they can't disregard it. It's already planted. You know? And that's what found me guilty, man. Even though I presented pictures from the crime scene showing where the witness says she see me commit the crime, you can't even see the crime.
Right.
You can't even see the crime scene. They still blackball me and rubber stamp my motion and deny me. My motion sat for a whole year in court, and then they deny me.
Wow. Why you feel they want you so bad, man?
I think they knew so much about me from the east side. Might have been so many jealous people on the east side. Might have been in a position trying to get me off the streets. I was here. I heard this is what I got a family member that's a correction officer, and he was telling me that one of my cousins was the one that was doing some talking to the police. I sort of not kind of believe it, but after a while, I started believing it because he ended up sending one of my little cousins to prison for a murder.
Wow.
On some real sucker shit, trying to get around some Fed case that he had. How you do that? Okay, my little cousin killed the dude that killed his brother. So you tell the police he did it to help you out on a murder case, and that's your same family?
Wow.
This is how you moving? Handle that. Do your time and come home.
Right.
But you know, people can't hold water. That's just going off the subject. That's just like Alpo. Hold yours. You this gangster. You know what I mean? Hell, hold yours. So what? They offer you the death penalty. All right. Handle yours. Hold yours. You start giving up people. So that was your way out. So that tells me the motherfuckers that supporting you now that you're home, them niggas is rats too. Because if they get put in a position, they gonna do the same thing that you doing because they supporting you. They got a tail. All you gotta do is throw a piece of cheese on the floor and you're gonna see them start moving. You know, you can't support that. Come on. If them niggas came down with me with 100 years, I'm holding it. Fuck that, I gotta deal with it. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna deal with it. I ain't gonna give them nobody to, you know, to make it better for me to get out of prison. Yeah, I can say that because I'm that type of individual. I can hold mine. When them niggas came questioning me about Fritz and all that, now get the fuck out of here. If you got something for me, get it to me. Or else get the fuck out of here. Don't be asking me no questions about him. You know, that's how I move. You know what I mean? And they eventually couldn't do nothing. You know?
Right.
But that's how it is, man, you know. And I be hearing, you know, I don't know what people be thinking, but, you know, Alpo, I don't mean to go on subject, but he put out these rumors, you know, that how his connect gave him the things and Pope and Rich was, you know, trying to beat him and charge him and all that. And you got people believing that. How could they? Then I just saw the day that he gave him $100,000 trying to help him out to get his brother back. You kidding me? If you gave him $100,000, how come it went almost a whole month before he get his brother back? That should have been taken care of immediately. Y'all supposed to have love for Fritz. You and Azie. There's no way in hell that shit should have went out that long. With 2 weeks, that money would have been together to get him back. You know what I mean? He ain't supposed to be sitting that long. If anything happened to me, you think Fritz gonna sit 2-3 weeks a month? Hell no. I think it immediately. You think anything happened to him or Chuck, I'm gonna sit back and wait a month, 2 months? Hell no. Immediately, I'm going to get them. You understand? That's how they supposed to be moving. That's how they proclaimed they was moving. They wasn't moving like that. That's show. You know what I mean? But you know, Fritz had mad love for Rich, man. He loved Rich, man. He loved him a lot, man. Every 5 days or 4 days, we'd meet up down on 100th Street and 5th Avenue, and we just be kicking it and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was hurt, man. Seeing the hurt in his eyes, man. All right. Yeah, but other than that, everything was good, man. He was a good dude, man. You know?
Yeah. I never got a chance to meet him, but I heard about him, you know?
Yeah, he just had a lot of jealous cats around him, man.
Yeah.
All right, he just had a lot of jealous, envy people that was just around him, just waiting for the opportunity, man. That's all they was waiting for. They never knew be nobody like him and Fritz, man. All right.
Let me ask you a question. So, how did Fritz die again?
People trying to say that he died from HIV. He didn't die from HIV or no AIDS. Fritz was poisoned. Somebody poisoned him, man. Somebody who had access to his food or giving him anything to drink is poisoning, because the doctor stated that whatever was attacking his blood, they couldn't figure out what it was, man. That's what they said. That's quoting their words, you know what I mean? They couldn't figure out what it was. They were running all type of tests and it just kept deteriorating his body, you know? Even though he was sick already, you know what I mean? But you know, he was a fighter, man. He was a fighter, man. Like the first time he was sick in the hospital, man, he was fighting, man. Like, it used to hurt just to see him looking so weak and helpless, man. You know? Yeah. I should just go up there and just chill and stay with him all morning, man. Or he was so happy, man, when he got out that hospital. All he wanted to hear was Bobby Brown. Play Bobby Brown. I said, yo, listen, we listen to this about 50 times. Play Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown. He loved Bobby Brown, man.
Wow.
He was a joyful dude to be around, man. All right.
So you saying somebody must have slipped him a Mickey or something, huh?
Exactly, man. I got a strong feeling, man, that it might be his baby mom's, man.
Wow.
My spirit tells me that. You hear me? You know, sometimes, I'm gonna give you an example, right? In late '91, I had a dream. My two oldest brothers is twins. I had a dream that the one that robbed Tanya, Miss T, the one that robbed Miss T, was going to get shot. But it didn't happen to him. It happened to the other one. The other one got shot 6 times.
Right.
So my spirits tells me that it's his baby mom's.
Wow.
So it sort of I sort of confirm and believe that, because when I came home, I reached out to her through her son, and me and her son was kicking and vibing and stuff. So he told me that he's going by his mother for Christmas. This was in 2004 Christmas. 2014 Christmas. So when I called him for Christmas to speak to him and his moms, they didn't answer the phone. And from then on, every time I reached out to him, I haven't talked to him since. So that tells me that his moms told him to stop talking to me.
Wow.
Because he was happy to hear me and we was kicking it. You know? So that tells me she got something to hide.
Wow. So
you know?
what would you think her probable cause would be? They beefing a lot of something, or
they they's going through this situation with him and other women, but I think it's about money. Because I heard after a little while after he got buried, they think she got married. So that tells me she had a relationship going on at the same time too. You know what I mean? And she ended up moving down south.
She's supposed to be in mourning, but she getting married.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So that's why I believe that my spirits tell me that it's her, man.
Wow.
Her.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I think that he could have been still living if Kenita just did what I asked him to do, man. If he'd have got that treatment early, before it got worse. You know what I mean? The last time I talked to him, he was crying to me. If he'd have took him to that hospital within the next 2 days or whatever, and get him treated and stuff, they could have found a way to try to save him, man. But the shit went on too long, man.
Wow.
Anytime I was home, only the first time he got sick, his sister Evelyn took him to the hospital, and she called me. She let me know. That was just basically it. Just me and maybe one other person knew where he was at, and that was it. The second time he got sick, I took him to the hospital and I admitted him. Only body I let him know is his family. Nobody outside of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't taking no chance of nobody going up in there and doing no harm to him.
Right.
I'm not happy. That's the same thing I told Kenny. You admit him, don't let nobody know where he at. You make sure he all right. That's why I can't stand that motherfucker, you heard? I don't hate him, but I can't stand him. Wow. You left him. It's like you play a part in his death. You know what I mean? You glad he died, so you could try to get in position.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over some fucking money. When you dead and gone and you ain't taking it to the grave, just like if I die and gone, my house ain't going in the grave. That shit's still here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't see it that way, man. They just all they see is greed and fucking envious, man. That's it, man. Self-preservation. That's all they think about, man. You need good people, man. You need good, loyal people with you, man. That's how you make it in life, man. You ain't make it in life by yourself. All successful people is not by themselves. They got help. They got good people in their corners, man.
Right.
So any good people you got in your corner, you got to hold on to them these time of days. Not 2020, you got to hold on, man.
That's crazy.
My good peoples, they all in the yard right now, yeah?
Yeah.
They all in the yard right now. Word up, my 14 dogs, man. I know I can trust them all day long.
Right.
They kill a motherfucker come around this property, yeah?
Exactly.
That's how they are, you know what I mean? People got to be the same way like a dog, man, to their friends, man. You say do your friend and you love them, man, you got to uphold those words, man. You don't use those words lightly, man. You got to cherish those. Huh?
I spoke to his sisters. I interviewed them a while back, and they were saying like all the love and all the people he was blessing, like giving consignment and putting dudes on. Like when things got rough around their way, nobody come around and show no love, man. How you feel about that?
Man. That's how I feel about it. It's it's hard, man, because you know, for somebody that did, you know, what he did, it's not like he put you in position to make 5,000, 6,000. He put you in positions to make $250,000 and better. You know, even up down to the lowest link, $100 and something thousand. He put you in that position that you was making that type of bread. So why is it so hard for you to even go by his sister and say, hello, Evelyn? Are you good? Do you need anything? You want me to get you something from the store? Even if you ain't got nothing to give.
Right.
Just showing the love by going by and showing that you here to help her in anything she might need done. I've seen that.
Wow.
Nobody don't even do it. And you got some dudes that's still around there. They still around there. And they act like she don't even exist. You hear me?
Crazy.
And she know them from when they was hey-ha, man.
Wow.
It's pitiful, man. It's pitiful, man.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
It's pitiful, man.
And like, say you go around.
See, God don't like ugly, man. That shit comes back around, man.
Yeah.
When you good in your heart to people and you show love, and even though you know it's always gonna be a little good and a little bad things you do, but once you try to be genuine in your heart of everything you do, it comes back around. But when you a foul cat all around the board, that karma coming, boy. Yeah. And when it coming. You know what I mean? So I never was a foul dude. I was always a good dude, man. I never treated nobody bad. I never treated nobody unfair. You know what I mean? Anybody on the east side, you would go and ask. They say, yo, Ace took care of his workers. They was getting bread. You know what I mean? Rest of them other dudes, they was shitting on them dudes. But Ace people, they was always good. You know, I'm people right, man, because they was doing, you giving me a service. So how could I defecate on you? I got to treat you right. You helped put the money in my pocket. So how could I treat you wrong? I got to treat you good. You understand? One hand washes the other. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna just wash my hands and I'm not gonna wash yours. Yeah, I got to wash yours because you washing mine.
Right.
But people don't sit that way, man. They all in it for themselves, man.
Right.
You know, they got people out there doing things for them, but they don't care about them. That's the difference with Fritz. Everybody's out there that was doing things, he cared about it. If any of them ever got jammed up, even though they was in his crew like in 12th Street, he'd have been there for them. He'd have got them lawyers. He'd have did anything for them. Because those was people, because they putting bread in his pocket. He would never leave nobody ever come to him and ask for help. Even you could ask ask Jab that's in the wheelchair. You know Jab in the wheelchair from 39th up there? Yeah. Ask Jab. That's my boy. I met him through Fritz. Right. And he's a stand-up dude. Big up Jab. Yeah. He'll tell you, he was a real dude. Even when dudes was fucked up and they didn't have no money, they could come to him. Yo, I'm a little fucked up because he's impossible. Yo, no problem, yo, here. That's the type of dude he was. Tookie and all them dudes, man. Oh. You don't have that no more. Everybody that's in position, they about themselves. They ain't about the peoples, man.
Right.
Yeah, when you're about the peoples, it comes back at thousands, man. It comes back crazy, man. Money just come out of nowhere. Unexpected, it just come. Because all the blessings that you put out, it comes back, man.
You're right. Let me ask you a question. Was you around when he threw all that money out the window?
I used to be in the house when he used to throw money out the window. He was doing that even when I was in prison, man. He used to just open up the window and just throw, but most of the time it was for the kids. Right. He'd had all the kids coming up underneath the window, he'd just throw money out. It'd be for them. Right. You know what I mean? Other people are gonna pick it up, but he always makes sure that they was good. He always makes sure they had everything they needed for school and all that. You know what I mean? Helping their moms buying food and all that, help pay bills, man. He was, well, I can't even, there ain't no word in the dictionary to explain or express what type of individual he was, man. He was phenomenal, man. Can you imagine a person that's making hundreds and hundreds of thousands and don't even care about the money? I live with this man. I see how he's moving. I see his demeanor when it comes to money. He don't be all excited like, damn, you know, got all this bread. Ain't none of that. That shit is like going in the kitchen and getting a slice of bread. Wow. He didn't care about that. Yo, he used to pick up. Yo, I used to be in the house in the apartment, right? And on the table with the money machine, just count money. And he'd come with a bag of money and just throw it over there. I'm like, he don't even tell me what the count is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, yo, just count it when you get a chance. You know what I mean? When he get it from people, he don't even count it. You understand?
Right.
He just throw it in the house because he trusts these people like that. You understand what I mean? Their numbers is all right. And I just count it up and put it on paper and just tell him what it is. You be like, all right. He don't be like, yo, that's a lot of bread. He didn't care about that, man. But he shocked me one time too about me. He had me laughing. He said to me, you know how much money you gave me all week? I said, nah. He said, sure, you sure? I said, nah. He said, man, you gave me almost $500,000 this whole week. I said, word? Because you don't even pay attention to it. Right. You know what I mean? You ain't got time. You ain't got time to study that. Only thing you studying is handling your business and watching out for police, man. Right. You know what I mean? That's it, man. That's all it was about, man. And I've sort of like, a lot of my ways is like him, man. Sure. He molded me good, man. And his teachers and stuff helped me in prison too, man. Yeah. It helped me to hold my composure a lot, because I used to be, like, man, them police used to get on my nerves, man. I'm telling you, they used to be like trying to downgrade me, talk to me foul, like what? Man, get the fuck out of here. Lock in, you lock in. They used to talk to me foul because, I was young and slim. They think they could, me just manhandling me. I ain't play that shit at all. Like, some of them used to be foul. I said, I catch you. I'll walk around with a sheet, catch him. You don't even know me. I'll catch him with the sheet. Wow.
Somebody listening and eat friends.
Eat friends?
Eat friends.
Yo, tell him, I'm doing an interview. Give me a minute, Mars. I'm doing an interview. Somebody come to see me, man. I don't know what's going on.
They see you on the joint. They want your autograph, man.
Yeah, man. I got people coming to visit me. Yeah, but his teaching helped me, man. It helped me to control my temper and stay out of trouble and got focus of finding out certain things dealing with my case, man. Right. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for his teaching and what he was telling me coming up, I'd have been more angry and I'd have been acting out more. But I did. I started getting focused. I started getting in the law library, finding out what was going on. I needed to see the whole picture for myself. They telling me the picture, but I needed to see it myself. Right. I need to read everything and get the dissect it and see what's going on. And that's how I found out a lot of stuff, man. That's how I found out there was other witnesses that they had that they never even mentioned. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yo, big up to my man Bogard, man. This is the brother I met up north. He regulated up north. You hear me? he put it in. Right. He's a brother. He's home. He's been home for a while, and he's helping me with my case over there in New York, man. You know what I mean? He's putting his best foot forward with some lawyers, helping me, trying to get me back, man. Yeah. So I got a big man Bogart from Brooklyn, BK. One love, man. Absolutely. And these is guys. Most of the dudes that I stay in touch with is dudes I met up north, man. I got maybe one or two dudes that I know from the streets that I stay in contact with. That I hit them up, they hit me up, but most of the brothers I deal with is ones from up north, man. Because they've been through the struggle, they know the struggle I'm going through, and they dealing with it too, man. We can relate. We relate more, Right. Because we all got over 20-some years in, man. My other good friend, man, his name is Zarkel. He's bringing them 30 now when he come home, man. Hopefully he make it this next board, man. But the reason why he's still in jail is he's been pounding out police for so many years, man. I mean, he put it in too, man. He put it in. And he been hitting them. He got over 15, 18 years of hit time, man.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hit, man.
It's a lot of hit.
That's another bid.
I know. It's another bid, man.
That's a double bid, man.
Yeah. But, if Fritz was here, things would have been different, though, man. Everything would have been different. Life would have been different for me. It would have been different for him, his family. Yeah. You know what I mean? It we'd have been enjoying life, man, having fun, laughing, talking mad shit, coming to Barbados on the regular.
Yeah.
Because every time I leave and come down, he always come to the airport and pick me up. He said, "Yo, you miss it?" I said, "Yeah, man, I miss him." I miss being around him, man.
Yeah.
Like you got your woman and you and your woman is building and y'all real tight. You know what I mean? Y'all relationship is like, it's like one. That's how we were, man. We was like one individuals, man, you know?
Yeah.
If you need somebody to talk, he should just call me or come get me. Yo, let's ride. All right.
Yeah,
vice versa.
His sisters told me, yeah, like, they speak highly of you, man. They say Ace was his brother.
Yeah, man.
You know
his moms love me too, man.
Yeah.
His moms love me. First time I went in the house, I'm real polite. I ain't moving. I ain't going nowhere. I'm sitting in one spot. She told me, "You better cut that out. You better do what you want to do. The house is just like yours.
Yeah.
Stop acting like you're a stranger here." And I met her for the first time. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
And she gave me like the okay to do whatever I want.
Right.
So you know that they've been talking about me to Mama Love.
Absolutely.
Word. The last thing she ever told me, man, was make sure my boy is good. Take care of my boy. I said, I got him.
There you go.
I got him. Right.
Let me ask you a question. So you go around, like I was going to ask you earlier, there's a lot of blocks you go around in Harlem, you see dudes got paintings on the wall of different people who passed away, in Harlem. Why they ain't got one for Fritz, man?
Because all the dudes that say that they had true love and they love Fritz was faking.
Right.
Faking. Because they did have love for Fritz, there'd be a mural on the wall. There'd have been a mural on the wall the same week he passed.
Right.
And they would have maintained it all the way up to now, 19 years. That stay on that wall. Exactly. Even they had to get permission from the store who owned the building to keep it on the wall. Even they had to give him a few dollars. They should have made sure that stayed right there in 12th Street to represent him. Shit, the block name should have been changed to Fritz Avenue or Fritz Place or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no love, man. Because if there was love, that mural would have been there already, man. Yeah. There's no way in hell. You got morals of other people, rappers that wasn't even around long.
Yep.
A few, maybe a year and a half. Wasn't no real major player or big figure in the community, just here playing music. A mural. He should have had one. Him and Chuck should have had one in 12th Street. Without a doubt. But nobody care.
Right. Only
thing they was caring about is making sure they get some bread in that pocket, man. That's all they was concerned about.
So what type of individual that he was like, you know what, I'll look out for? That they had to have a name, or he just like putting people on?
If you was, first of all, he gonna fill you out. That's number one. He gonna do a little research on what type of individual you are too. Because I know he did a little research on me too. Because he thought I was a schoolboy, church boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
He'll do his research on you first before you take that chance.
Right.
So once he did his research on you and figure out who you is, he gonna find out somebody that know you, and he gonna find out what type of individual is, and he gonna give you a chance. He gonna give you a chance. If you fuck up, he ain't messing with you. He ain't even gonna sweat the loss. He ain't want to beat you up or break a leg. He ain't even gonna sweat it. You just blew your opportunity. That's all. You know what I mean? And anybody that did that blew the opportunity, you only thinking short range. You ain't thinking long range. It's a bigger picture. That little shit he giving you, he trying you out. He want to see what your real is at in heart.
Right.
Just like he tests me out. You know what I mean? I was a test too.
Right.
He want to see how I'm moving. But I was coming back with that bread. Then I started paying for my, like, now, hold your money. I got you. I said, nah, I'd rather pay for just in case any problem. I want to make sure you got yours.
Right.
You understand? He said, nah, just hold your money, save your money. I got you. And he started flooding me. You know what I mean? Started trusting me. So, after that, it was a wrap. Sky's the limit. You hear me?
Right.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I'm laughing and everything and smiling, but that's my feel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Quiet, Bubba. That's my field. I was good in that.
Right.
So what I did, I transferred that into other things I do here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm good at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see a Fritz movie, man. We have a lot of movies, man, but this would be totally different, man. You know what I
mean? Yeah, they can have. Yeah, it's going to be in the making, but you got to have the right character, man.
Right.
Me personally, it either got to be his sister or me to pick the character to play him.
Right.
Because we know certain things in his characteristics about him. That person had to be able to show those, to play him, to really play him. You understand what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, like you see, like how Denzel Washington played. What's the name in what's the name of the movie? It was The Godfather. Was
man, what's the name?
Gangster movie.
Yeah, somebody gonna come with it. Man, what's the name?
Yeah, man, what's the name of it?
The dude that had
need somebody that,
right?
Yes, we need somebody to play his character, his demeanor, the way he was, how smooth he was, how laid back he was, how he didn't let things, you know what I mean, rattle him. He always kept a calm mind regardless of how situations were. Yeah, Frank Lucas. Right. You need somebody that could play him to the T, man. If they play him to the T, his character and how he was and how he was moving and living, it was gonna be an excellent movie. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be an excellent movie. Man, it'll not pay them full out the box, man. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? If they get into it, yeah.
But I mean, they can't do a movie. But they can't do a movie without your input, as far as I'm concerned. You gotta have input on that movie, man. I don't care if you're in Barbados. They gotta get in touch with you, man.
I might slip through the cracks and be back uptown some kind of way, you know. I can do that, but I ain't trying to.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they definitely got to get my input, man.
They got it.
He was a loving dude, man.
Yeah.
He just loved people, man. I'm serious. He the man, yo, you have to really piss him off to get him mad. I mean, piss him off. Like me.
Right.
I piss him off. I pissed him off by not answering my phone. He got tight, you hear me?
Yeah.
Man, he didn't like that. But he don't get mad like that though.
Man.
He just a calm individual, man.
Yeah.
I used to be in the house, man. I used to be like, yo, how he just do it like that, man? Even if it comes to a situation he's calm. Yo, he's smooth. He was just that individual. So you ain't have no choice but to pick up how he's moving and adapt to it and sort of like embracing it. Then it becomes part of you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? My only anger with me really is the way people did him, man. That's because I look at it like you did me dirty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You did me dirty.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You did me dirty.
Yeah, I can relate to what you're saying because for him not getting the love and the respect that he deserved, number one. Number two, the way you say he got poisoned and all that, that's like some fucked up shit, man. For real, man. Both of them. Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking too, man. It's heartbreaking for me too, man. You know.
Yeah.
Because he was an individual that you can see other people that he deserved that. But he's an individual. I don't see he don't deserve that.
Yeah.
He don't deserve that at all. You can see other people that deserve it. You know what I mean? But not an individual that's caring for hundreds of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
You could give somebody some money, Ace. You can give somebody $5,000. You know, and they felt you should have gave him $25,000. I just gave you $5,000. You ain't got to pay it back. That's that greed, bro. That's what that is, man.
Exactly, man.
That's that greed, man.
That's why there's nothing people do for him. You know, there's no moral. You know what I mean? There should be a birthday party in reverence to his names and stuff like that. Not even if you ain't doing it every year, at least a few years, at least you're doing it to show you remember. But nobody don't remember. They say they remember that, hey, yeah, you don't remember shit. You just say, yeah, out of sight, out of mind. You don't remember. If you do remember, it's something you're going to do to show people that you do remember, but you don't. Shit, I stay in touch with his family. I'm in another country. You got people over there that don't even reach out.
Yeah. We got Sheila on here right now.
Hey, big sis, one love, girl.
What up, Sheila? What's up, girl? She said you got her crying.
I got you crying. Yeah, baby, I'm going to talk nothing but the truth about your brother, man. That's all it is, man. I'll be crying too, man. Yeah. So I feel your pain, sis, man. I feel your pain, man. You ain't got to tell me, man.
Yeah.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain, man.
Yeah.
There's times I talk about him, I laugh, you know what I mean? And there's times I talk about him, I cry. You know what I mean?
But you know what, though? You know what, Ace? You know, even though things wasn't done for him the right way and people ain't holding him down the right way, it's still time, man, to keep his name alive, man. Keep that name alive as much as you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can,
but
man.
One day he gonna get something on that block.
Oh, no questions. I got some of the makes, man. When I get it done, I'm gonna send you a picture of it, man. You will see.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
I mean, when I get it done, you gonna see it.
Exactly.
Huh?
I'm gonna pull up, baby. Trust me.
Yeah, you gonna see it, man. For sure, man. Yeah, man. He deserved more than what he's getting, man. 19 years, man. And he ain't saying nothing, man. That hurts, man. Yeah, you know how proud the family feel just coming in through the block every day and coming home and seeing the mural of their brother on the wall?
That's what I'm saying, man.
They be like, damn, man, people really showing love for my brother. You know what I mean? They will feel so good, like, damn, man. They cannot step in the house unless they see that picture of their brother on the wall. They would feel good.
Check this out.
They don't even get that, man.
When they do the African American Day Parade, they line up, starting down by Fritz block all the way up, right? So I happened to go to the store on the corner over there, and this was somebody telling me, that's the building Fritz used to live in. Man, he should have a memorial. He should have something over there. You ain't got to show me the building.
Exactly, man.
Where's his picture and all that up, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah. Him and Chuck, man. I can't leave Chuck out at all. He got to be there, man. He's part of he's a real key to this whole thing too, man.
Right.
You know, for them, man. You know what I mean? You know, they were my brothers, man. Yo, all the way, man. Like I was telling you the last time, you know, you got family that's blood. You only family by blood. Right. You only related by blood, but you ain't displaying no family.
Exactly.
You ain't displaying no brother love. You just related. I got friends that's closer to me, that tight to me, that show me they my brothers. Right. You know, they got love for me. You know, you got brothers that talk about they love you, but they don't display that love. They don't even know what the word means. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Was so, dude trying to reach out to you when you was up north? Were they showing you love while you was locked up?
Only 2 or 3 individuals. Right. Rest of them, I was just like Fritz, a memory, you know. But you know, some of them shout me out when I get home. But I keep it like this: treat me the same way I was when I was in. Don't treat me when I come home.
Right.
You understand? Treat me the same way.
You know why they doing that? Because they nervous.
I know they nervous. I know they nervous.
They think you gonna come out
the same way. I don't want no part of them. You hear me?
I know, but that's their own guilt.
I know it's their guilt that's troubling them internally.
Right.
But I'm not sweating that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I move on, man. But they certain individuals I can't forgive. Why? Because you caused my brother to die too, man. And when you play a part of making somebody that I love go to the next essence, I ain't got nothing for you at all. Come on. You don't have no love for me if you allow that to happen. You understand what I mean? So I deal with them, man. You know, I just cut my ties and just keep it moving, man.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, when you come back to the town, and people heard that you in the town, it's gonna be a little shaky, bro.
They ain't gonna hear him in the town.
There you go.
They only gonna know him in the town when they see me. They gonna physically see me like, oh shit. They shit gonna be like, oh my God. You hear me? That's the only time they gonna know. I'm not expecting people knowing now so they can be running their mouth. Nah.
Right.
I'm moving. Y'all was the snake. I'm gonna show you the real snake. Yeah. Oh shit. Then I'm gonna start making that noise. You know? Yeah, man.
Wow.
But I don't care, man. I just miss my brothers, man.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
I know, man.
They was happy. They was a happy brothers, man. They was happy, man.
Two things we got to get, man.
Avenue, that's right. Madison Avenue. Still loves you, bro. I love y'all too, bro.
Yeah,
somebody shout out from that Ave. You see that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my area right there, Madison.
Yeah.
I love all, there's a lot of individuals that we wasn't tight like that, but I got love for them too, man.
Yeah.
The closest dudes that was to me, get them, man.
I'm sure there was some dudes that was in a position to show you, they would have, but they just wasn't built like that, But when they see you, they probably, we never know. It ain't too late.
Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah.
Exactly. It ain't too late. But like I'm saying, man, two things got to get done, man. And I know you the man that could do it. Is that big giant, you know what I'm saying, memorial of
that mural?
Right. Now, where my man go? All right. We're in Barbados, y'all, so we got a little roaming problem. He'll be right back. There you go.
Yeah. What up, Country John? Big up. Yeah, that mural is going to be Chuck and Fritz. Can't just have one. I got to have both.
There you go.
They got to be both.
Yeah, they're going to block need that in that movie, man. Got to get that movie, man. Because now,
for sure, that movie.
Get the movie is because they doing a lot of movies of dudes' lives for some reason for the last 5 years. You got to get Fritz, because Fritz is the reason why these dudes got movies. Come on, Chuck.
It's a fact. That's true.
Yeah. I heard the stories.
Yeah. He made bosses, man. Yeah. He took underlings and made them bosses. They was doing their thing, but they wasn't doing it on the level that they was on. He made bosses.
Yeah.
So, he put them on another level, man.
Right.
Yeah. Them days is over now, man. Can't find people like that. You never find nobody like that in that game and that lifestyle that have the type of heart he had. You ain't gonna find that no more. It's different now. Because there's too much trifling. Even in these big major cartel crews, they got a lot of trifling stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of trifling stuff going on. People is telling on each other so other shipments could get moved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't like that no more. It's totally different.
Yeah.
So it'll never be the same.
We running out of time, bro. We running out of time. Can you want to say one last thing before we get off, man, to everybody?
Yeah. You definitely got to cop the book, The Plug. It's an official read. It's going to show a lot. It's going to shine a lot of insight about the brothers. It's going to shine some insight about me, Chuck, and a few more individuals. You can get the book at HarlemWestPublisher.com, or you can purchase on Amazon for $24.99. I want to give you a big up too, Big Dog, because you keep it official. I see the videos you be putting up and the people you interview is like, you're reaching a lot of people to get their story out that a lot of people need to hear. Because there's a lot of misconceptions and false allegations and false information people is putting out about people that what's doing is help clarify a lot of that stuff up, man.
Yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do, man. Show that love, man.
Yeah, just like me doing this interview, It clears up a lot of stuff, man.
Exactly.
A lot of people think Fritz was this type of a good guy, but a lot of people think he was on some other bullshit. That's bullshit. He was not on no bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's going to be problems that, got to be dealt with accordingly, but he was about that. He was about that paper. He was about his people, making sure they was happy and living right and be able to put food on the table every goddamn day. I can bet you let nobody around that he was dealing with starve. He wasn't doing it like they do now. They doing that now. But he wasn't doing that. You know what I mean?
All right,
So,
Ace,
you know,
man. I don't want to cut you off. I don't want the video to cut off on you.
that's all right, man. I want to
But I'm
shout
gonna
out
call you
everybody.
afterward, and we gonna
Yeah, for
chop it
sure.
up.
I'm there. Yeah, we chop it up. I want to shout, I love you, man. Tell Evelyn I'm giving her a call tomorrow. I love everybody that was watching.